This house was built in 1957, which gives a period charm and with good bones that have some interesting architectural features. We are hopeless romantics when it comes to old structures, not in a nostalgic sense, but the thoughts that were built into these old buildings with the sort of craftsmanship that you don't see these days. This building was built in 1957. It was single ownership all the way until we purchased it. We don't believe in building more than what we need, so a single-story house is enough for us. Instead of rebuilding, we chose to remodel, preserving elements like the timber rafters, which were only exposed after we removed the ceiling, the original mosaic floor tiles, and the ventilation blocks. The front and back of the house face a cul-de-sac, so there are no neighboring houses directly. With monsoon winds coming in from both directions, the house stays naturally ventilated year-round. There is a back alley of around 3 meters, and by regulation, it allowed us to extend a single story to the periphery of the land. That allowed us to create a courtyard in the middle of the house. It's quite a visual relief with the soothing sound of rustling leaves in the morning. Growing up, I loved art, but I totally resented how it was taught. Architecture entered the picture only because I was ill-informed, not because I loved it wholeheartedly at first. I thought it was all about drawing and making sculptures, just as how I loved art. Having studied the subject, I fell in love with it as it had broadened my horizons, so I decided to pursue it as my career as a practicing architect in Singapore. I was inspired by two very different generations of Japanese homes. The Azuma house by Tadao Ando and the Moriyama house by Ryue Nishizawa. The Azuma house is an inward-looking structure with an unsheltered courtyard, exposed to the cold winter of Osaka. What struck me wasn't just the courtyard typology, but the anecdote where the homeowner had complained about the cold and the inconvenience of walking between spaces without shelter. Then Ando famously told the homeowner, put on a sweater and to leverage his physical power and live with it. The open courtyard typically prompts a perplexed question of what happens when it rains. We considered installing a retractable roof, but this would go against our intention of letting the trees grow fully. It speaks to a certain attitude towards nature. In the courtyard, we subject ourselves to the whims and fancies of the weather. It may not be for everyone, but it's something I wanted to try out for myself. Since we do not have any neighbors at the front and back, our courtyard has full access to the sky, allowing us to even open up our master bathroom when there are no guests. The second house that inspires me is Moriyama House by Ryue Nishizawa, which is deeply connected to the neighborhood. In Singapore, it's common to have a gate and a boundary wall, extending the idea of a private house to the edge. This house has no clear separation between the inside and outside, prompting an organic interaction with the surroundings. Creating a garden in place of a regular car porch further softens the front edges. At the back of the house, we have a fully openable aluminum louver wall to the back alley, the kind you might find on old school windows. Whenever there is a gathering of friends and relatives, we will open this up and the space instantly becomes a lot more expansive. I think many people ask us what happens when it rains. Does it disrupt our daily life? When there is a heavy downpour, if we really need to get across, we either dash across, get our bodies a little wet, or we take an umbrella, or we wait it out. We are starting to recalibrate our daily rituals according to the environment. This house was really an experiment to see how we live and connect with nature. How much is too much before it compromises comfort? As architects, we are trying to advocate for sustainability, yet we have exercised so much control over our environment that we've become detached. I hope that in my own small way as an architect, I will be able to sit into the minds of people that we should learn how to love our tropical climate again.